Hello everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Once again, I don't have the game audio for this episode, so I will just be putting in some music and a few sound effects in the background. Nothing too much, but I just want to make it a bit livelier than it otherwise would be. So yeah, let's get right to it. Ooh, okay, that was fast. Although I suppose after that shit, there's not much to say, is there? October 20, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 4. I wonder, will Edgeworth have changed his approach this time around, or is he still going for Powers?
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on the people present at Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today.
Oh, come on, guys, did you hear that really popular D. Vasquez guy got arrested?
Wow, isn't she like the producer for that Steel Samurai show?
Yeah, I don't know where she got arrested, though. Something to do with the mafia?
Oh my god!
Order! You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Mr. D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is the producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Alright, bringing out the heavy guns. Right, This might actually be over faster than I thought if we're cross-examining Vasquez this early on. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Very well, Mr. Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. I order man catching her with her actual pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp, ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we had a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, but with that monkey's head topping over. Okay. Manella used his van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the... Right, so that's likely how they transported the body, I guess.
I see! Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it! For great justice! Okay, stop quoting the dumbass show, okay? I'll do it my way, okay? Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said, somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna try pressing first before wasting away my health points.
Hold it!
Alright then. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always this, terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4.
Hold it!
Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more than that.
Objection!
A witness did not come here to engage in an idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. I will not. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Hold it! And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think that it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold it! Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. At 2:30, we had a 15 break in the meeting. Hold it! And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. I am the only one who could hit Harrison's desk in this. Oh, shit, I just did it, didn't I? It was about a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Hold it! Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. Find some evidence to prove she didn't eat that steak. Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard, I think she's pretty... Okay, we've heard this. Proof that she didn't eat the steak, huh? Proof that they didn't eat the steak? Does something like that even exist? I don't think so. Shit. What do we here? What do we do here? Table in front of the trailer. Right, so we just need to prove that she didn't eat her steak. How? Objection! Fuck, I literally... So I know that that's the statement that I must contradict, but I have no idea what I'm supposed to contradict it with, if that makes any sense. Objection! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not.
What's this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this.
It's a plate.
This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you this was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Ah! Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Oh, that face! Ms. Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? Meat on the bone! That's how he killed! That's the murder weapon! The murder weapon was meat on the bone all along! Oh no! Oh no! It's Danganronpa 2 all over again! No, not meat on the bone! Not the flashbacks! Oh shit! You ate the bones too! I have to say it! You ate the bones too! Nick, are you sure? I mean, I love steak, but even I don't eat the bone. Hey, I don't eat it either.
Mr. Wright, I too leave the bone.
Can I try that again? I think I know. Oh dear, it seems he has finally gone insane after all this time. That's too good. Oh shit. Oh my god. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator.
I see. Then what was Mrs. Vasquez doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Order! Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Alright, we got the accusation down pretty early. Nice.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
Objection!
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You said I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Hey, why am I being left out of this all of a sudden? Good luck, Nick! And shut up, Edgeworth!
Yes, shut up, Edgeworth! This doesn't concern you!
Who's that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use a heavy spear such as that as a weapon? I think you could. You couldn't, could you? Well, because she didn't use the spear as a weapon. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? Ah, so maybe it was the spike after all, or it was the stake. My money is on the stake.
What's the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body!
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. The lack of blood, I'm guessing?
Take that!
I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape.
It fixes everything, I tell ya! Even my broken heart!
Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Order! Order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence? I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard.
Meh!
Stop upstaging me. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear is not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then.
The murder weapon is clearly the spike, right?
Take that!
Look at this photo!
What's this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing atop the stairs! Why, Jack Hammer was the killer? I thought he was the victim. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is all this about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does that have to do with this current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through his chest? What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again! I was right! Fuck yes! Hell yeah, boy! I fucking called it! I called that shit! Yes! Fuck yes! It's all coming together, just as I have foreseen! Huh? Yeah, that shut her up.
Mr. Wright, I'll continue.
It's 2:30 on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago, Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die 5 years ago, and I didn't get a chance to prosecute it! Damn it! Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Ironic, isn't it? He could save others from being impaled by fence posts, but not himself. Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I said is true. Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died on the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate costumes, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 5 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
But she could move it. Now, if she had another way, she hid it in the van, right? What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for the matter, there's no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for her to carry the body. Interesting. Well, let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
Take that!
Miss Vasquez, you carry the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Oh shit, he's on to me. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so I went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Objection!
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove that van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course Sal Manella must have been a conspirator. The body had to have been placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done all of that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to do it because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerant. Got that one right too. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. Ha! I lose. You win. It was fun.
I win? The fuck?
So, what happens next? Huh? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? The fuck is going on here? What's her game? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did it? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. In the result of that last battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? The fuck?
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Well, of course it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does not seem very likely she did it, but, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Mr. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Specify again. I'd like you to testify again.
Testify again?
No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, got the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Come so far only to fail?
As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection!
What the fuck? Edgeworth? Oh,
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Oh, Edgeworth just pulled a Phoenix Wright on. Okay, that's weird.
I see. Very well.
Objection!
Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? It doesn't seem like we need anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about?
Well, yes, indeed, verily I say, ergo. I want her to hear about what happened after they found the body. Okay, we need to slow down here for a second. Okay, first of all, Edgeworth coming in clutch with the assist. Holy shit, man. Oh, I could kiss you right now. See? I like Edgeworth. He's not all about just, getting people guilty. He legitimately just wants to find the truth. And he knows that Vasquez did it just like I do. And there's no way in hell he's letting her get away with it. In a way, it's kind of like what happened when he let me question, Red White. Although in that case, it's more like he just allowed me, and, that could be passed off as him, I underestimated Wright. But you can't pass this shit off. This is him directly, killing his own case to help me out and reach the truth. Oh, I love this man so much. Also, the fact that it's not like he's like, oh yes, I know the truth here, so I shall just present it. No, he legitimately has no idea what's happening, but he's doing what I usually do, just making baseless accusations and just being like, objection. I forgot, I have no idea what I'm objecting about. Oh shit, I just came up with something after all. And, I have no idea. I'll just ask her to do something random. Something will probably come up. Right? Well, that is kind of what I usually do, but, it does seem much dumber when I see someone else do it. It really does, doesn't it? Man, Edgeworth. Man, I'm hugging you after this.
After they found the body, very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Huh. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he'd always get a guilty verdict? Well, he said that, but he never specified on who that verdict would be, see? He might not get a guilty verdict on Powers, but he'll certainly help us get a guilty verdict on Vasquez. After all that, Edgeworth. Seems Wright has something on his mind. Maybe we'll end up learning more about his relationship with Edgeworth? Possibly, after finding the body. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying, "He did it!" I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Alright, let's do it, Edgeworth. You and me, man. Let's tag team this bitch. You're up, right? Don't disappoint me.
Hold it!
What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer into the costume with Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy?
The witness will continue her testimony and refrain from using the B word.
The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent.
Hold it!
Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Ah, shit. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez?
Huh. Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus, but when shooting at location, no one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Shit, man.
Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Mr. Vasquez, you may continue.
I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene.
Sorry, I'm late.
Then silence. Dead silence. Just like this. Silence. Hey, Nick! Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something and lighten things up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Oldbag? The security lady? Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seemed to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one that was taken by the security cameras. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings.
Hold it!
You asked to be left out? Of a murder case? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that, since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot writing on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone that they don't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes.
Hold it!
The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. I wouldn't have had them due to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why would that be? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess.
What the fuck? What? It would appear that the witness is psychic.
Oh dear God, Wright is really an idiot. Objection, Your Honor. It's obvious that since Mr. Wright can't do his job, I'll have to do it for him. There is no way that the witness could have known that a murder had taken place at the time.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, that is certainly an unexpected assist.
what can I say? It's my good deed of the month. Oh, thanks, Edgy boy. Never say that again, or next time I'll have you arrested. Yeah, that worked out well for you last time, didn't it? Don't mention it.
Very well, Mr. Vasquez.
Oh my god, Edgeworth again! I'll have to sub in for this one, right? Objection. I have an objection to the witness' last statement. That was objectionable. Huh? Think! Stupid, right? Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know that the murder before going to Studio One! Huh? Oh, shit!
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What have you just said? Is a reasonable observation? However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense?
The bow! Oh, it's so perfect! Oh, I love this man so fucking much! Oh, shit! Oh, fuck! Go fuck yourself! We've found our best boy! And he's here to fucking stay! I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I'll stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? Can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. I can't believe it either. Huh. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstand me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be a no rehearsal.
Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that Hammers was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. Are you fucking retarded? Because it sounds to me like you're fucking retarded.
Objection!
No? I know that the issue is that it was Powers that got injured, not Hammer.
Hold it!
How did you know about that injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal the director, huh? You have to find something to peg this on her, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. That's the issue there. It wasn't Hammers that was injured. It was Powers, right?
Objection!
Yeah, okay. So it wasn't the spiritism. You knew that Hammer was injured. Did you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. I mean, it was not the Steel Samurai who was injured, it was Will Powers. What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Oh, shit! Oh, that makes so much sense now. Okay, so she saw the picture of the Steel Samurai and didn't know that he was pretending to be Powers, so he assumed that Hammers was the one who had sprained his ankle. Ah! Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Huh? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? You saw Hammer. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Ah!
And when was he doing this? Well, it would have had to have been when he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly, edgy boy. Miss Vasquez. You know what, I'll take it as a term of endearment from now on. I think you've earned it, right? Oh, thank you! You met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Oh, so she really did do it? Oh my god! The Steel Samurai's fucking over!
Order, order! I will have order!
Witness, can you refute this claim? Meh. Ah. Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Ah, fuck. Oh, dear lord. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer's dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death, nothing.
Huh, yes, you would need a motive. Why would you have killed the victim? Is there any reason that isn't clear to this court? Does the defense have anything to say on that matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Of course I can prove it. Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in the murder. Obviously, what happened 5 years ago.
Take that!
This is my proof.
This is the photo from before!
This is the photo reveals the motive in this murder. Huh? I'm right, aren't I, Ms. Vasquez? Huh? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the rug. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial, it began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom, and his fall into a steel fence. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt, making the impact that much more penetrating. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Meh. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. Huh.
One moment, Mr. Wright. You and Mr. Edgeworth, seem to be pretty much in sync now. I quite like this tag team.
For the record, I ship it.
We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you said, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me, and I never get rid of a useful man. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for the murder.
We have to... Fuck, but what evidence would we reveal? Shit! She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor? Shit! Jack Hammer was drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammers wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Oh shit, the pipe's broken. It's getting real now. So, you did it, didn't you? Yes, I'm guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late!
Ah, Miss Vasquez!
What happened here?
Manuel fell from the trailer stairs! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez! No! Please don't die! Please! I have no idea who's speaking! What the fuck? Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Oh, don't congratulate me. It was a team effort.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
It appears you have brought about yet another miracle.
Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found is only natural, not a miracle. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I think I'm right about Edgeworth. What he cares about most is finding the truth. Now, his way is he believes that the defense should do everything it can to uncover the truth by defending the defendant, while the prosecution should do everything to take down the defendant. As long as both sides do everything that can be done, at the end of the day, whichever side the truth should reveal itself, right?
Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty! All right, sandwich time! That is all. The court is adjourned.
October 20, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. I don't know what to say, man! Oh, thank you so much! I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I don't know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder? That makes me sad, man. Tell me, why, Mr. Wright? Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Shit! Perhaps he's jealous? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... Shit, I don't know. What is it?
Take that!
It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids' show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. Congratulations, WP. I hope we got some dialogue with Edgeworth. Because I really want to see how they interact. Oh, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume, Ed. Huh? Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick. Edgeworth! Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, fuck, he doesn't look happy. Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That's too bad, Edgeworth. Oh, don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away with it if you hadn't stepped in. Oh, pleased to meet you. Powers. No, Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Oh no, it's completely true. I watch the Steel Samurai every fucking week. It's my favorite pastime. What? Do you think we prosecutors don't do anything for fun? For me, it just so happens being my passion is samurai shows. I even memorized the song from the Singing Samurai. Okay, no, stop. I already heard that once. I don't want to do it again. I also don't remember how it went. Fuck shit. Right, I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Are those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Oh, Mr. Wright! Was that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
Don't cut it off right there.
And so, God, fuck you! Shit!
And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that incident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again.
Oh, dear Lord. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kinda surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Shit, so he ended up making the Pink Princess after all. The end. Ah, shit. Brand new episode has been added. Turnabout goodbyes. Alright. Hell yeah. Well, that was certainly fun, wasn't it? So yeah, it would seem that my prediction was indeed the case. So I got the order of events right, and the murder weapon. I also got the fact that Ms. Vasquez wasn't actually trying to kill the guy, she just killed, they got into a fight and she killed him in self-defense. So, wow, I actually got a lot more of that right than I expected. Fuck. Okay. But yes, that was amazing. Shit. I was so happy last time how, we actually had to figure out the killer this time, although it was, I think, in my opinion, rather obvious. And, there wasn't much, it's not like at any point you had to, point out, you had a group of people and had to point out, this is you're the one, right? No, you haven't had to do that, at least not yet. I'm hoping that comes up at some point where you have a bunch of people who could have done it and you have to choose the right one. Because I think that would be very interesting, as opposed to just the hand-holding, but either way, it's still great. Even with the minor complaints that I have and ways that I would do things differently, this game is fucking amazing so far. And I really can't wait. I've been recording for about an hour and 20 minutes. I'm gonna see how long that is after I cut and edit that. I don't know if this is gonna be one episode or two. But yeah. If I can get it down to an hour and 5 minutes, I'll probably keep it as one episode. Anything higher than that, I'll probably split it up. But we'll see, I guess. So yes, I have no idea what the next episode will be. If I ended up splitting this into 2 episodes, then you're hearing this on Tuesday and you won't get another Phoenix Wright-up, and then the next thing I'm going to be recording is Murdered Sole Suspect for Wednesday. But if this turns out to be only 1 episode, then I guess we'll be doing, we're gonna be starting out Turnabout Goodbyes on Thursday. Although maybe it's not such a good idea to start a case and then have a break right after that. Maybe I will just cut it into 2 episodes, regardless of what length it ends up being, so that then I can just do Murdered Soul Suspect, and then we can get started with the next trial on Thursday, and, do the first day of that at least, all, back to back before having to go on break for the weekend.
Alright, hello again. This is me from the future editing this video. Yeah, I know, I'm breaking the space-time continuum right now, don't worry about it. Thing is, I am not going to be able to record Murdered Soul Suspect for Wednesday, so there will be no video on Wednesday. That was fake news. I will instead try to get the second episode of Murdered Soul Suspect up on Saturday. So, yeah. Back to the present.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing. Anyways, enough of my rants. So, yes, that's gonna do it for today, folks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.